I begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land and pay my respects to their elders, past and present. I extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. Today is the day 38 of the Grand Australian Ride. Today I rode from Townsville to Mackay. The ride date is 6th of June 2022. The time it took me was 8 hours and 30 minutes. The weather was hot and humid. The distance I covered was 400 kilometers. The terrain was mainly flat, full of sugar farms, and the road was mainly straight. I took one fuel stop in Bowen and I finished in Mackay. Good morning. Today is day 38 of the Grand Australian Ride, and the day is 6th of May. So it's a nice cloudy day outside. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it doesn't rain. Today I'm going from Townsville. I'm currently in Townsville. I'm going to Mackay. So it's Mackay, Mackay. The distance is approximately 390 kilometers. I will be again riding on A1. I came here yesterday, and when I was coming here I couldn't cover certain portions because the batteries of the GoPro had run out. So I'm going to try and ride past the RAF base because they've got a couple of massive planes over there. I will also try and ride around what they call the Strand, which is near the coast. And so that's about it. Yesterday after I arrived, I took the bike and went to the Strand. There was a few restaurants, but because it was Sunday, most things were closed. I ended up having Indian food. Can't remember the name of the restaurant. I've got it over here. Delicious Indian restaurant. So it was okay. The food was okay, not the best. But anyways, had a good sleep. It's a nice place over here, and the time is about 5 past 8. I've got for breakfast I've got sweet bhakri and sweet puri that my wife brought with her when she met me in Cairns. It's made by my mom. So that's a typical Guju breakfast. I'll just show it to you. After I finish breakfast, I'm planning to leave latest by 8:30. So I'll show you the breakfast and then I'll see you on the road. Coffee. So that's sweet puri, and that is sweet bhakri. So there you go. I've already packed up the bike, so I just need to finish my breakfast, get the gear on, and I'll see you on the road. Good to go now. Om Ganeshaya Namah. Shri Adishakti Mata Ki Jai. Krishna Kanhaiya Lal Ki Jai. Har Har Mahadev Har. Let's get going. So I stayed in this hotel. It's called Summit Motel. It's got a pool, and so it doesn't have a restaurant, but otherwise it's a very nice. It's got kitchens in every room, so it's like a kitchenette. Alright, so here we go. Now I'll just pass through. This is Townsville. As you can see on my left, over there, up high, that is there is some rock over here. At night the whole rock was lighted up. It looked very, I would say beautiful. It did look beautiful. I don't know if it's visible, the rock on the left. When I say rock, I mean that big mountain on the left, like a big hill or whatever you might want to call it. So this is the kind of the town center. This is not my original direction. I'm just going through this direction to cover it, as I didn't come here last year. I mean, didn't record it yesterday. It's what they call the Strand. So I'm basically not very far from the ocean. Not this signal, but after this signal, where the road ends, that's where the sea is. And yeah, this is all restaurants around here. Townsville is a tourist, like a popular tourist destination. And even yesterday, while I was at the restaurant, I met and spoke to a few tourists as well. So yeah, there you go. Always this, because of, I guess it's more to do with the weather and a few things around Townsville that you can see as well. There wasn't anyone behind me, otherwise I would have had a few honks. Yeah, it's all restaurants on either side. I originally came to this souvlaki bar. Apparently they didn't have any falafel, so I was like, does it mean you don't have anything vegetarian left? And he's like, no, we got salad. And I was like, it's a dinner. There's a big tree, sea view bar, and that is basically the Strand on my left hand side. This is Townsville. You see these big banyan trees. There are quite a few of them around here. I'm going to just turn around from here, as apparently I'm supposed to go on the other side. So anyway, so that is the Strand. Now I'll update. Alright, so I've arrived at the RF base. As you can see, this big huge plane right in front of me. The way it's located, I can't actually stop here, so I'll have to kind of drive past. But yeah, that's the plane at the base that I was referring to. I'll stop over here briefly, because now we have to continue for going to Mackay. So let's get going. So this is the RF base, and this is the huge plane I was referring to. On Bruce Highway A1. Oh, traffic. Not used to this kind of traffic. It's after such a long time that I'm seeing this kind of traffic that I'm just used to starting the bike and going straight at 100, no traffic, nothing whatsoever. But today was different. Yeah, big change as I'm moving into populated areas. So yeah, that's A1. We are kind of on the outer part of Townsville. Townsville is a big town. It is a big town, definitely. Drizzling again. It's beautiful out here. Look at what's on the right. There's clouds on the mountain. Mountains have been following us since I started from Keynes. It's been on the right for a brief period. You won't see it, but then it's back again. Looks like there's a whole range is on the right as you ride south. So yeah, just one more point to make. We are riding south. So we were in north of Australia. We started over here at southeast, went all the way up like that, and we are Keynes is here. Then we started going south again, and the southmost part would obviously be of the ride would kind of be like not southmost, but like that would be Melbourne, and from there we go to Townsville. Look at the clouds. Looks beautiful over here. Huge mountain, huge hills, and clouds on it. There is a lot of traffic on this road. You know, when riding in outback, the good part is everyone has patience. No one is in a rush and pushing you around. Because I prefer to ride between 90 and 100 sometimes 110, but I prefer to ride at my speed and not be influenced by other people around me. So what happens is in the outback people would let you be, and you know, no one is in a hurry. They won't push around, they won't tailgate you. But just recently I found this guy in front of me actually is the same guy, hasn't gone very far. He was tailgating me earlier. And I was like, bloody hell, what's your problem? Because you see, the roads are just 2 lanes. So it's not that you can constantly overtake or anything. Finally, there was an overtaking lane, he got ahead of me, and now he's stuck again. So sugarcane. There's a lot of water bodies and signs for crocodiles as well. So not over here, but like before. So the sugarcane belt still continues. It hasn't like finished. As you can see on my right hand side is sugarcane. I have a feeling it kind of goes all the way up to Bundaberg. Because Bundaberg is known for making a lot of liquor, and liquor brewery are located close to sugarcane fields. Not too surprised with that one. Already seen much bigger machineries in the past few days. Found Yongala dive, one of world's top 10 dives. It's right here. So the Great Barrier Reef is like about 2,000 kilometers or something long, and many places to dive in it. This is definitely one of them. Another thing is the mango plantations have started. On my right is all mangoes. So I think they are mangoes, sugarcane and mangoes. I'll just stop over here for a coffee. I didn't fill up this morning because I had filled up last night. The tank is pretty much full. Also, fuel is not a problem around here. Every certain distance there is a petrol pump, so we are all good. Out for sugarcane, this is what it is, and this is the special buggies that they use to transport sugarcane. As you can see, fields on both sides. This special kind of buggies. Yes, I'll just stop over here briefly. In fact, you know what? Let us just cover this. So, we have not gone up close. So this is how it is. That's water supply and pretty thick, and yeah, it's definitely sugarcane, as you can see. And this are the tracks they use to transport all the sugarcane. As you can see, the buggy is already in the track, and all the cages are marked. Like this one is 8359 and so on. So that's where it stops, I guess, but it goes all the way. From the looks of it, it's not overgrown much, so it looks like it is being used. So that's what it is. All sugarcane everywhere. Now, okay, get going now. We got about 400 kilometers to cover today. So yeah, good opportunity to look at this up close. Maybe they have a special engine or something that they connect to this and pull everything. And as you saw, the water system over here, there is a pipe and there's this blue nozzle. The water must come out of that. So I think sugarcane does need a lot of water. As you would see, the grass is cut over here. They use big tractors to cut the grass on the side of the farm. There were a lot of cutting going on today. Yeah, by the way, the luggage has become lighter. That bag on the top, I gave it to my wife when she came to see me in Cairns, because this side was all full of camping gear, which I definitely don't need anymore. So I removed that, moved all the luggage onto this one and lightened up everything. So if I didn't carry camping gear at all, this is how I will be riding throughout Australia. But it's purely because of camping gear. And if you're in Australia, you have to carry camping gear. Even if you're not going to camp, you still need it for safety. Anyways, so there it is. I'll update once I get going. That's the engine for the sugar carts. You see that yellow one? Yeah, that yellow engine was for pushing the carts which carry the sugarcane. Didn't expect to see one. I thought maybe it's not the season, so they might not be moving around or whatever. Special engines, special carts, Cairn Railway. It's purely because of the scale of things that happen around here. When you say sugarcane and Australia, hey, it's on a different level. It's totally on a different level. Yeah, sugarcane, kilometers on kilometers. So I thought I might as well have a quick stop over here. I actually came back for it. This. Now, If you have had sugarcane juice, what is happening? There's a slope. Yeah, so there's a Wilmar sugar mill over here. So if you've had sugarcane juice, India, even over here, it's a much more smaller machine. But this is like a big version of it. Maybe they use this in the mills. They put it over here. Maybe it's been decommissioned. Yeah, that's a sugarcanes go on one side, juice comes out from bottom, and the waste goes out on the other side. Ayr, A-Y-R, yes. Ayr, A-Y-R, Ayr. Yeah. Asian supermarket. They must have a good Asian population. I think I'm supposed to turn right. With the small towns, you know, the A1 goes through the town. They don't bypass. And everything. It's a very big town. It's like Mount Gambier kind of town. Previously I stopped for coffee, but they didn't actually have soy milk. So, and she's like, machine is broken and I don't have soy milk and all kinds of reasons. I was like, okay, no problem, I'll get out of here. I got a muffin, vegan muffin, and that was rubbish. So hopefully, I think there's McDonald's over here. I know that they definitely have good coffee, so probably make a quick stop before going. Quick update. You see on the right hand side, that's called the Plantation Park or the something corner. I don't know if there's a word and then corner. It's actually a rest area. As you come out of Ayr, A-Y-R is the name of the town. I just had a coffee and I'm leaving now. But if as you come out, there is this park. So if you are camping, very nice spot for that. It's a really nice park, a lot of good facilities over here. Anyways, I'm on my way out now. Apparently this is a fairly big town, A-Y-R. I thought might just be you know, like a tiny farming community or something, but no, it's a pretty decent sized town. It's got everything. I think it must have a pretty decent sized population as well over here. It felt like Mount Gambier. I would say that's how big it is. Difference is over here it's about sugarcane. In Mount Gambier it's about timber, pine plantation and timber mills and all of that. this time when I've chosen for riding is perfect weather-wise, because the rains would have just finished and everything. Won't be like the hottest part of the year, still very hot, but not the hottest part of the year, just before peak winter and all of that. But one thing happens, because you're coming just after the rainfalls have damaged the roads, you will see roadworks everywhere. As soon as you enter Queensland, you are going to see roadworks, because they are fixing all the roads that have been damaged by the rain. So not the biggest of the problems, but it can be a little bit, you have to plan your journey well. Now I just realized it right now after so many days. This is what's happening. So one thing is that from tomorrow I would try and start the day earlier than I did today. I started at 9, but I'll probably start at 7. That way I get a bit of cool wind as well. Right now that's another problem. It's not cool, it's actually hot and humid. So I can get a little bit of a cool breeze, as well as I won't have to stop too much because of traffic. So yeah, just thought, a good point to consider in doing this. I've learned it right now, so I'll probably implement it along this week, because by end of this week I'll be in Sydney. So they also had a watermelon like that, a big one. It's everywhere, like big, large fruits. I thought they were only in few places, but even over here. Oops, what happened there? Side stand. It's very, very hot right now. Because of the humidity, it just feels too hot. Right now the heat of the engine right now is close to what it was in Western Australia. It's very hot. Now in this region, I don't know why, but I'm sweating more as well, more than I was around Western Australia. Boomloo is the town where I stopped. Yeah, that's where the big pumpkin is, and then the big watermelon. Big pumpkin, big watermelon. They must be having vegetable farms around here, because they were selling vegetables and fruits. Yeah, there is over here on both sides. Feels so much better. There's a nice breeze. That's mango. They were selling mango as well. And the motorcycles, oh man, I have seen so many motorcycles since I arrived in Cairns. This whole region is full of motorcycles, and I can understand why, because it's quite warm over here, so you can easily ride a motorcycle. Around Melbourne and Sydney is even better, but around Melbourne, Canberra, it's very cold and wet. So yeah, motorcycles are not the most ideal, and you can't use a certain part of the year, you can't even use them. They just sit in your garage. Here to road construction works. My side is closed right now, so I've just parked the bike and I'm standing over there, because the traffic coming from the opposite side is quite a bit. I think it's going to get started now. Looks like that's the last car. Let's see. What is it doing? To control it manually, you see.
Getting the message now. Oh, there you go. Finally, took a while to get started. Bovin, that town. Mackay is 191 kilometers from here, so that's where we are staying tonight. Whitsunday Sands. This whole area is called Whitsunday, I think. It's supposed to be very scenic. Whitsundays. If I was coming with family and I had more time, I would definitely spend more time on the beaches over here. Supposed to be some of the best beaches in Australia. The big mango. Yeah, that's it. It's also got an ant sitting on it. Look, there is an ant on the big mango. There you go. That is a pretty big mango. May pull it a bit further. I think this will be good. I'll make a brief stop over here and then get going. So that's the information center there. That's the Bowen Beach sign. That's a big mango. Pretty huge. Must be at least 10 meters. With an ant on it. It's actually Kensington Pride. So it's got some history over here, how it was brought in and everything. But I think when we taste it, it tastes like Kensington Pride. The taste is like the one we find in India. What's it called? Hafus, Alfonso. Very similar to Alfonso. But anyways, that's Kensington Pride. It's grown. The mango trees that you have seen around here on the video so far, that was Kensington Pride mango. Maybe people who are not from Australia might not know what Kensington Pride mango is. It's pretty popular type of mango, like we have Alfonso in Alfonso or Hafus as we call it in India. Okay, let's get so yeah, there you go, that's the mango. Let's get going. It's pretty hot, so I'll prefer to keep riding than stopping. Alright, what is next on the that's a picnic area there. It is so easy to travel in a caravan in Australia. There's so many free parking spots. It's cheap as well. You see, per hotel you'll probably spend like $150 per night, whereas if you park your caravan free. If you park it in a city, in a caravan park, then maybe you have to pay some money, but you also get good facilities. Otherwise, if you park it in rest areas, there is no charge whatsoever. Even to dump the waste, there is no charge. So I think a pretty good deal. It can't be that expensive to travel Australia. That means, of course, you can stop and have meals at restaurants and stuff. That's a different cost. But at least accommodation cost, which is like close to between 100 and 150 dollars, 100 to 150 dollars, in anywhere in between. That is gone. Okay. Look at the choices we have. 91 unlead plus ethanol, 98 E85, not 95 octane but E85, so it's 85% ethanol. That's something new I have found. Only suitable for suitable engines only, not petrol or diesel. So yeah, and diesel as well, of course. It's like a supermarket after riding in places where the only thing you'll find is one nozzle 91. That's it. Now it feels like luxury. Okay, there you go. We have 10.94 liters, 21.21 is the total cost, and 193.9 is the rate. So I'll go in and I'll pay for it, and let me see if I can find soy milk coffee. Then I'll probably have that. Anyways, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so I had a good coffee over here and a cookie. Now getting going. Mackay is 158 km from here. So there's a bit of a distance to cover, as it's 2:15 right now. I have been a bit slow today because mainly due to the weather, and I started a little late as well. So by that time, and also the traffic, I know the traffic has been terrible. So yeah, so basically I'll probably try and take the next break in around 7500 k's. Islands are on the left, Whitsunday Islands, Early Islands are over there as well. So yeah, we are passing by, so it won't be coming on the way. Still on A1. As you can see on my left, there are horses. All of them are horses. So many of them. There is cow as well, so it's a mix of horses and cows. Just when I thought the sugarcane was done, there's more. Yeah, the sugarcane belt I think goes on till Bundaberg most likely, which is day after tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm be going from Mackay to Rockhampton, I think, and day after is Rockhampton to Bundaberg East. Kgs that I was referring to earlier for the sugarcane. Look at the size of this one. So huge, it just keeps on going. The only thing it's missing is an engine and some sugarcane stuffed in it. By the way, this track, you see the gap on the left hand side? It's being promoted as a cyclist training track. So there are a lot of signs, you know, saying that there will be cyclists using it and all. It's for training the cyclist, maybe to do long distance cycling or something. Because it's a lot of distance over here. Or, you know, triathlon training or things like that. Proserpine. We are in Proserpine. We have arrived in Proserpine on. Looks like there's a sugar factory over there as well. Just there. With Sundays, access to Great Barrier Reef and islands. Early Beach. Early Beach is also very famous
and again horses. Beautiful part of Australia, you know. This is says Proserpine. There must be a way to spell that the way the locals do. Proserpine. That's how I can spell it. So it comes under Whitsunday Regional Council. The Whitsunday Islands, that side on the towards the sea. Yeah, that is Wilmer Sugar, the factory that I was referring to. So many sugarcane, definitely has to be a plant over here to process it. Yeah, Proserpine is all about the sugar as well. Kangaroos are back again. I once saw some signs for some beaches around here, and on the beach they had shown the kangaroo. So, you know, if you want to see a beach which has a kangaroo on it, or you know, a beach where kangaroos roam around, then this area definitely has it. A good photo opportunity, I guess. Anyway, it's not very far from Mackay now. We are in Mackay, as you can see. Welcome to Mackay. Yeah, we're maybe on the outskirts of Mackay right now. From that signage, what I can definitely tell you is that this is like the hub of the whole region nearby in relation to the sugar plantations that you see around here. Mackay must be kind of the hub for it, because from a distance I could see that there was a lot of tall buildings, like a CBD or something. It looks like Townsville, you know, like it's a big city. I won't call it a town, like not big city, but maybe a small city, but it's a city. I didn't know about Mackay. You know, we living in Victoria, we don't know that there are big cities like this in Australia as well. So so it's pretty I'm still not here in the town center, it's quite further out, but definitely I can say this is a pretty big town. Tonight we are staying at Metropolitan Hotel. It's a hotel, so what it means is it's got a restaurant, pub, accommodation, and I think there's gambling in it as well. So it's actually a hotel, so there's I think there's pub and stuff down straight there. There was a liquor shop on the other side. Okay. Right, I'm going to go in, check in, and then I'll update. Keys. It's room number 4. Right here is the bar and restaurant. I won't be coming back over here in the restaurant because they don't have much vegetarian. So I'll have to probably go out somewhere to get some vegetarian food. So we are upstairs. Okay, it's number 7, 6, 5 and
Number 4. That's it. Okay, that's alright. Bed, desk, fridge. Doesn't look like I'll use it. Cabinet, bathroom, looks clean. There's a switch. Yeah, bathroom, shower. Yeah, that's nice. It's clean. I paid $80 for this, so not bad. Actually, it's the cost of accommodation is getting cheaper as I come towards bigger cities. Let's quickly give an update on the day. So I've arrived in Mackay, total ride of around approximately 400 kilometers. There was a lot of things to see on the way. A lot of things where I could have stopped. You could actually, between Mackay and Townsville, you could probably spend 2-3 days. So I decided not to stop everywhere. Instead, just stop at things that come on the highway and cover that. So yeah, and it was fun. It was a nice ride, mixed ride, twists up and down, everything. Lot of sugar cane. Big highlight for the day. It's very hot and humid. Because of humidity, it makes it worse. So anyways, but it was I'm here now. Finally I can get out of this gear, but from tomorrow onwards the temperature is going to go lower now. So from here to, I think, Rockhampton is the next one. There is a lot difference, and from Rockhampton to, by the time I get to Brisbane, I will start feeling that it's winter. So I'll have to start adding layers rather than worrying about removing this. So looking forward to a bit of cool now after such a long period of warmth all around Australia. So yeah, and warmth as in like hot. Yeah, that's it for today. I'm going to go around and see if there's any good place to eat nearby, and preferably walk and go, and I'll update tomorrow morning. Until then, good night.